on how to trade today's market, right? So the previous day, the market had been a clear uptrend, a classical uptrend with significant, with some sellers always coming in. So again, we were of the mentality, I think most of us, that the markets will just keep trending upwards now, right? So what we're looking at again is to wait for a retracement or wait for an important level to be breached, and then we'll go long. Correct? Okay. First red candle. We're waiting to see where this ends, and then we can go long. Right? Starts to fall, and the market falls down properly. Over here, what's important to note is how strong this candle is and where it goes to. You can clearly see it breaks the previous day's low. So that is pretty important. The markets are now at the lower end of where they've been trading for the day. Waiting for the next candles, seeing if the market falls down or what. Okay, the markets are now going upwards. This is somewhat what we expected. We could expect the markets to just keep going up now, right? However, the market falls down again. The entire up move by the bulls was taken over completely by the sellers. So at this point of time, it could be pretty confusing because anything can happen. It does look like, so far, if you show this chart to anybody, it does look like a clear downtrending day, right? However, the difference we have here is because of yesterday, we have the benefit that there are buyers present in this market. So if the market does fall down, it should be able to rise up. Since the day before, we know there were buyers here. Starts to go down. Okay, buyers are now trying again. We're waiting to see if this gets broken properly, right? Okay, the market does try, but then it fails. It fails to breach the previous high. Again, when we're looking at highs in this way, we always disregard the wicks. So according to me, over here, the market made a lower high since it couldn't really breach what the previous high had accomplished, right? So the buyers were weaker than they were last time. So somewhere around this time is when, despite our biases of being long, we can probably enter a short position. Yes, I understand the previous day had been an uptrend. That's all the indicators would probably indicate the same thing. However, the price action is clearly telling you to go short at this point of time. Okay, the market goes down to this level. What you're looking for here is if it breaks this properly or if it starts moving upwards. You know, this could be a very important support level too, especially because that's where the gap is. And luckily, you have a big red candle breaking it properly. It would have been confusing if you had like an engulfing green candle here. Then we might have been thinking about exiting our positions if the price moves up significantly. We'll probably let it hit a stop loss, but luckily in this case the trade works out pretty well, and you can probably exit right here, or whenever you see a green candle, you can probably exit, right? So again, by this point, the important part is the bulls tried once, they failed. The bulls tried again. This time they were even weaker. Market started to fall down again, and you can probably think of this as a downtrending day, right? Markets keep falling. Okay, you have one green candle after a pretty significant fall. The market is now at what 1120, whereas it started from nearly 100 points upwards. Okay, starts to move up. Okay, and at this point of time, this is pretty important because it now takes out the previous big the previous big push by the sellers. So you want to wait and see. Maybe the trend now reverses completely. Maybe it breaks this high, because if this high is then broken, then you can pretty much say the buyers are again in control, and you can go long somewhere around this level. Okay. Okay, the market is unable to push upwards, but you're still waiting to see if it does. Market's just pushing downwards, just going downwards. Okay, buyers are coming in. Let's see how strong they are. Okay, so the buyers have again failed, right? The sellers have been able to push this downwards. What you want to see now is if this becomes a lower low or no. Does it breach this level? or whether it takes support from here and then bounces upwards. So you're ready for both possibilities. Okay, goes down and it's broken. Okay. Okay, so now we see a proper engulfing candle. An engulfing candle, as we all know, is a pretty strong symbol of strength, right? And this is also occurring at an important level. So the previous low, the market did breach it. However, the bulls immediately came in. So you can start thinking about maybe the market might just rebound from here. But obviously, you want to wait and hold. After such a long downtrend, you can't just go long immediately. Right? The market keeps on rising. What you want to see is for the markets to show you some strength. Show me enough strength, and then I will go long. Maybe break this 11237, and then I'll go long. Right? Okay, the markets are trying to go upwards, and sellers have now started to come in. Does the market fall from here or no? Okay, the market seems to be holding. The sellers try to push the market downwards, but again, the market is now higher up. And you have this big green candle. So again, this is somewhere near the level we've been monitoring at. You see that this entire range is now being broken. So you can probably think about going long, because if this region is broken, you can expect a big up move all the way to the next one, right? Okay, you've had this move. If you've entered this move early enough, maybe somewhere around here, 11229, then well and good. If you haven't, then you'll have to wait for retracement. And if there is no retracement, then you can't really do anything. You've missed your opportunity. Okay, the market just keeps going upwards. Now you see a small fall. Markets are falling again. If there is sign of strength, the markets have now made a higher low. You want to go long at this point of time. Okay, the markets are falling. The bears have taken the last move. Okay, but buyers immediately came in. Good look so far. And the market again pushes upwards. Now, during this up move, when somewhere around this level, maybe you can go long. Okay? So if you'd caught the move earlier, well and good. If you hadn't, this could be a decent opportunity, 11260 or something. Market goes up, all the way up. It's at, let's just check. So it's somewhere around here, right? 11292. So as we can see, it is slightly above 11292. So this is exactly the level I've spoken about in previous webinars as well. The first 5-minute candle is extremely important, right? The markets have to break it, and that does act as an important support and as an important resistance, correct? So anyway, this should have been your target whenever you entered your position. That this should have been your first target. Okay, market goes up, reaches our target, and then let's see how they perform. Starts to fall, still nothing, we're still holding on. But then when you see this red candle come in, maybe you can think about, okay, if this level is now broken, it's probably best to exit. And yeah, somewhere around this candle, if you had an exit, well and good. And our trading day is pretty much over. So just to go through the entire thing again, despite whatever biases you might have, you might expect the market to go upwards. But once you see that the market is near the lower end of the first 5-minute candle, it's probably best to just follow the trend. Identify what the trend is and go accordingly. So if this level is being broken, you should be short. Once you see this big engulfing candle, you can see the same thing multiple times. You can see this big green candle right here. You can see this big engulfing candle right here. So you can see that this is how you can predict some moves, right? Once the market falls down, don't short the markets near the lower end. Always wait for retracement something to happen, or wait for the market to break an important level. So once this is broken, go short. If you have a set target and support and stop loss like I do, then well and good. Otherwise, you can try to trail. You can try to trail your stop loss after you've reached a certain limit, right? You can keep trailing by having profit stop losses. I know that's what most of you do. Now, once the market goes upwards, this is very important to identify. So I thought this trade was a really good one to take, despite it being a long trade in a downtrending day. So this level, You can clearly see 11250 over here. The market tried to break it. It couldn't. Again, it tried. Again, it couldn't. So if this level was broken, we could have expected a decent move. So going long somewhere around here or somewhere around here would have been pretty smart. You would have been able to capture a little bit of the move at least. Okay, so hopefully this does make it slightly clearer about how to trade. Again, focus on price action. Ignore all the noise around you and just focus on what the chart is telling you. Right? All right. Thank you.